All right, guys, good afternoon. It's good to see you all. I'm Coach Kelly, and we're going to take some time today and have a little discussion. We're going to be talking about trigger, right? Understanding the roots of anger. It's on the board, of course, if you have it. Write it down on your pads. We're going to take some notes and all that type of stuff, but most importantly, we're going to have fun. But we want to just get some reflection and to get some feedback from you guys as we talk about this particular topic today, understanding the roots of anger, okay? So the objective, before we get started, is to help students recognize how trauma, stress, depression can fuel anger, and how emotional intelligence, EQ, helps them to manage their emotions, build better relationships, and make wiser choices, okay? So what we're gonna do is gonna do an icebreaker, and it's gonna be called Name That Feeling, all right? All of us have feelings, right? Show of hands, yes? Yeah, all of us has feelings, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna call this team 1, this is gonna be team 2, team 3, and so we just want one person from each team to come and draw an emoji on the board, and we're gonna guess that feeling. All right, let's go. All right, let's name this emoji right here. That's somebody who's what?
Angry.
Angry. Okay, good. Let's go next. All right, great job. Name this emoji. Somebody who's what?
Sad.
They're sad. Okay, let's go. Looks good, looks good. Name this emoji. Somebody who's what? They're just numb, right? So we said we got someone who's what? Mad, someone who's sad, and then someone who's numb. So let's talk about the one who seems to be mad. Kind of going back to what we're talking about, understanding the roots of anger. How many of us have ever been mad before? Show of hands, okay? But when you were mad, why were you mad?
Upset. It can be over little things. Like you can get a bad grade on a test and be upset. You could be upset with a friend or family member because communication understanding was bad.
Excellent. Somebody else?
Stress. Mm-hmm. Being too stressed can make you mad. Or like just sometimes like being in a state that you feel like you can't get out of can make you mad.
Right. So the anger is really a cover emotion, right? If I'm mad, but we don't really know until we dig deep to find out, okay, what I'm upset about. Like I said, it could be a family member, it could be I made a bad grade on my test, maybe something with your friends, maybe had a fallout, right? So that again is just a cover up, right, of what's really underneath. So let's go into emotional intelligence, okay? Those were great responses, by the way. Great job, guys. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, or let's say defining it, what do you think emotional intelligence is?
Emotional intelligence is dealing with feelings and knowledge.
Dealing with feelings and knowledge.
Dig deeper to understand what you want.
Yep, great. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Understanding the knowledge of feelings, but also putting those in the context of where you are. It's not just necessarily having knowledge of those feelings, but like putting them to use. If the energy around me as a whole is not good, I should know to be like, okay, maybe let's not do certain things in that space.
Let's write this down. We talk about feelings. There's 3 parts, okay? Understanding. Write that down. Understanding. Okay. Understanding. Next is managing. And then connecting. What was the first one? Understanding. Then the second one? Managing, and then what? Connecting, right? How can we connect with others in a healthy way? That even though I'm dealing with anger, how can I still connect? How can I still show up to class? How can I still go to work? How can I still, help in my community, even though I may be upset about some things, right? So when we talk about this, I want to ask this question. What's one thing that instantly pushes your buttons? Like what, like doesn't take anything. Like you already know it's about to go down, right? Give me anything.
Basically, like when somebody insults my intelligence, or like,
Good.
downplay me.
So when someone insults your intelligence, that makes you upset. Okay? Good. Anybody else?
When somebody accuses me of doing something I didn't do.
Accusing you of doing something that you didn't do. Yes.
When people try to tell me things about myself.
When people try to talk about you, right? Or say things about you. Yes.
Every single manifestation of racism.
Every single manifestation of racism.
Yes.
Can racism be a problem? Yes, it can be. Okay.
Bullying.
Bullying. Now, let me ask you this question. Is it when you receive bullying or seeing others bully other people?
Seeing others bully
Other people.
it triggers me because I want everybody to be respectful and kind to each other.
There we go. Yep. Yep.
Someone getting disrespectful with me.
Someone being disrespectful to you. Okay? Like when you go through that McDonald's, no knock on McDonald's, right? But when you go through that drive-through and then you ask for some extra condiments and you get that fire back, you want to give some fire back, right? Right. But you need your food first, right? Yeah. All right. All right. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, what do we say? What is it?
It's that knowledge of feelings. That knowledge of feelings and being able to use that.
Right. And then what are the three categories that we say when we're dealing with our emotions? What's the first thing we got to look at? How we understand it. What's number two? Manage it. And then what's the third? Connected. Good job. All right. So now let's go to another step. We're going to talk about self-awareness. All right. Write that down. Self-awareness. And this is called naming your emotions. Okay. Okay. So I want to ask this question. Like, what are you really feeling? Let's just say this week. What have you felt this week? I just want you to think about it. What were you feeling this week? And then how can you tell that you were feeling that way? Okay. Y'all ready to go? Hold on. This is what I want y'all to do. What I want you to do is I want you to draw or write an emoji based on how you were feeling this week. Got it? Yes, I'm still drawing. Everybody got it? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go down the row here and you're going to hold it up. Matter of fact, I'm going to have you all come up here and we're going to look at your emoji if you drew it big enough, okay? So everybody just one at a time. Just come on up and we're going to take a look at it. Come on. Come on up.
I don't think I drew it big enough.
Okay, just tell us then.
It's an emoji with a happy face and a sad face.
Okay, and why?
Cause it's around this time is when I get sad because I lost my cousin. So I really been I know how to put on a smile, but then at the same time I don't let everybody know like what I'm feeling.
What you feeling? Okay, everybody give her a round of applause. Thank you for coming. Oh, all right, next, come on. Y'all doing great.
It's a sad thing. Message going around as confused. Basically saying that I've been disappointed by someone.
Okay, all right. Round of applause for coming up. Thank you for taking the courage to do that. Now come on.
Mine is a dotted shadow looking face with a large open mouth. That's very strange. But basically just presence, but not really being present in the moment. Like, the body's there, but you're not actually focused, or you're not actually present in that moment. Or the thing.
Round of applause. Okay. For the sake of time, what we're going to do is we're gonna kind of get right into it because we're gonna wrap up the session here. and I want to get into this segment, right? It's like self-management, whether that's listening to music, going outside, breathing, right? Or just reading, right? These are all ways that we can learn how to manage our emotions, right? And so when we think about triggers, yes, sir.
Oh, I will say that that's not always the route that at least I choose to
That
go.
you choose. Okay, okay.
Because sometimes, regardless of how many tools are at my disposal, I still sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just be angry. I'm gonna just do that instead. Because sometimes that's what we choose instead. As I think we've all seen somebody get in a fight or an altercation or something before, and even though we have all of these tools, we still choose to be just like that's the thing. We're gonna choose the bad thing to do instead.
Thank you for bringing that up, okay? Because this is going to bring us to what I like to call the 3 whys. The 3 whys. Write this down, okay? All right, when we're talking about anger or being upset, first question we need to ask is, why did that make me mad? Okay? Why did that make me mad? And I heard someone mention before, bullying or seeing other people bullied, right? That make me upset because, again, maybe the individual cannot defend for themselves, right? Or maybe they don't know how to speak up for themselves. So number 1 is what?
Why did it make
Why did that make me mad? Number 2, why did that matter to me? Why did that matter to me? Has anybody ever got upset? Something made you upset, then you walked off, but you were still mad about it? An hour later? The next day? The next week? Okay.
Okay, so my school, like, they know me personally. Like, if I get mad, I need to, like, I'm not one of them type of people that can just sit there and, like, just thinking about what just happened.
Right.
I gotta, like, at least get up, move around and something, and talk to somebody so that way I can either get it off my mind and get off my chest, or just make sure that somebody at least heard what I had to say.
What you had to say. Right. Love that. Love that. Anybody else? When you're in the moment, what helps?
I have a punching bag. I normally punch on that. Mad or something else.
That's keeping it real. Punching back.
Yep.
Right? To relieve what? Stress. Right? Versus punching somebody, I punch the punching bag.
When I'm in a moment, instead of crashing out, I think about the outcome. I always
There you
think
go.
about the outcome. Like, before, when I'm upset, I be like, okay, bring this from a 10 to a 2, because I need to think about what's the outcome if I do something that's not working.
And so when we talk about dealing with it, right, and what we're going through emotionally, if we're upset, then it's about keeping our peace. So just want to give y'all some quick takeaways, right? Walking away, you already mentioned that, right? Journaling. Anybody journal? Raise your hand. Anybody journal? Okay, good. Journaling. Deep breathing. Who takes deep breaths? Yep. Talking to someone safe. Talking to someone safe. Okay, who is someone safe to you to talk to?
My parents,
Parents, yes.
my best friend.
Best friend. Okay, good.
My homeboy.
Homeboy, right? Friend. Anybody else?
My favorite administrator or my sister.
Oh, there we go. The administrator or counselor. Somebody that's there to support you, right? Anybody else?
My sisters.
Sisters. So it could be siblings that you can talk to. How about you?
Maybe like your parents, maybe administrators, or maybe like one of your coaches.
Coaches. Yeah, if you play sports, it could be your coach, right? And so we got to think about it. You spend more time in school, usually, right, than any other place, any other time, right, where you are right now in your life. And so it's about being able to manage what we're talking about and understanding if we're upset or if we're angry, because we're going to be angry one day, we're going to be mad, but then how do I manage that? Okay, so this is what I want to give you all right? This is the bridge to real life. When we talk about emotional intelligence, it doesn't make life easier. Say it one more time. It's not going to be easier, right? It makes you what? Stronger. So put it down, right? Put that down. Emotional intelligence, right? Doesn't make life easier, but number one, it makes you stronger. Makes you stronger. How so? Now I'm asking you that question. How so? Yes, sir.
I think it makes you stronger because you know how to deal with everything around you.
Right.
You know, if you have emotional intelligence, you not only do you have those things within yourself to know what's going on with you, but you know about like just the side, not knowing that you're inside of someone else's mind necessarily, but you know from the body language how those things work with other people. So you can be like, hey, let's try this, or this to deal with it.
Right.
You know, if someone, I think a lot of us would have benefited from, like, if we've ever had an argument or a crash out. I love having one. Where every now and then, you know, if there was someone around to be just like, hey, maybe this is a better way to deal with it, that would have been helpful.
So with the closing line for today, y'all write this down. Let's be the generation that learns to understand, not just react.